This is an effort to help with the album design and approval process, and hopefully it makes everything a little smoother. So the first thing you guys will receive is the email with the link where to access it, and then the email login and the password itself. Anyone that wants to view it, whether that's your partner or parents or friends, then basically they would need this info and they log in that way. And so once you are in the proof gallery here, what you will see is the design itself, where we're looking basically as if a book is wide open, right? There's a seam down the center, and as we scroll through with the arrows front and back, we can kind of go through the book itself. Our album designs are 15 spreads, which would be 30 pages. So if you wish to jump to any particular page, you can access that here. Most like to just kind of scroll through one by one. This is just a quickly thrown together sample that we're still designing and working on, but just wanted to kind of show you the process as you're viewing it for the first time. Um, and so for us, the whole design process is a puzzle. Uh, our couples are selecting the images. We don't know what they're selecting, whether it's more portraits or ceremony or reception. But what we want to do is we want to design it where it takes up as much as the page as possible here, and having the seam interfere as little as possible. So when we do have the seam across in the image, we try to make sure it's not across anything integral. This image, for example, we have the seam going down the center of the left margin of the image, but not interfering with the subject or anyone's face or wedding rings or anything like that. And the design itself, we have the margins to work within, so we try to do our best to make the images as large as possible, and at the same time, um, you know, not have the uh, a ton of empty space. So you'll see here that in this particular design, we do have the white space here, which we can adjust. And we threw these together just to quickly, simply show you the different looks here. And again, as we move one image, because it's a puzzle, we'll have to move other images. But as you hover over these images, you'll actually see the file names come up. And far right here, you'll have your feedback page and anything you wish to change. So let's say this page looks good. We can move on as we get closer onto the second page. And we know that we want to redesign this because it's just a little cramped and a little bit too much empty space. As we hover over, we can see the image, and we can simply say, we'll comment. Let's make image 011, I'm sorry, 0144, 0144, make bigger, right? And what will happen is it'll pop up here. Once you guys are fully done, we will actually receive this, the feedback here, and we'll take that into notes and create the design as needed. Um, as we go through, if there's an image we want to swap, let's say, for example, maybe we put something out of sequence here. In this case, everything looks good, but we could just simply say, swap 0185 with 0189. Okay, and we'll do this through the whole entire album. And once we receive those changes, that's when we can actually go through, make any adjustments. We try our best to make it perfect the first time, but we understand that sometimes there is a back and forth for at least once. As we go through here, like I said, you can kind of jump through the different areas, but those are the kind of main process, right? You guys view it, give us any feedback, and then once we have everything fully to your liking, there's no more adjustments made, then you guys will actually approve the album itself. And then once that happens, we will then push forward with what the cover is, whether it's a linen cover, a leather cover, so on and so forth, what the engraving is. But this is the first process here. So hopefully that's a little bit of a starting point to get you going. We hope you enjoy the album design. We try our best, like I said, to make every image showcased here. And if you have any questions through the process, we're happy to help. But again, hopefully this gives you a good head start to how the process works.